new toy. Insley has run off again. I'm at the west window. I was giving her a lesson on sit, stay, 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 backing up, backing up. Second time, I said, okay, slapped my thigh. She came running at me and ran right past me, hell-bent for old leather around the north meadow. Oh, good, she's going to do a lap and run right back to me. No, she kept going and headed off toward the bog again. It's been about 20 minutes now. I've whistled and hollered. She can hear me. She's just totally ignoring me. I don't foresee ever there being a time that I can let her off leash with me. That's part of the joy of the bog with a dog, is being able to go walk wherever we want, wherever I want, and that she doesn't run off. My biggest fear here is her heading out across the bog and getting onto the highway. And for sure, I am not going to be able to even approach being able to let her off leash until the snow is gone, where I can pursue her through the woods. If I can see where she is, and in summertime, I won't be able to see through the woods at all, know where she is to go get her. I'm catching glimpses of her every so often through the... I don't see her now. And just like last time, she headed across the open patch here and headed for the toes wet trail. Went past it and kept going 100 feet from the driveway, where of course I can't reach her. And here I am, standing totally helpless. And I don't know any training method when she does finally come back, if I ever get a hold of her again. You can't punish her because she came. Ultimately, I'm thinking I'm just going to get her in the house and put her in the kennel, close the door. This is really torturous. I haven't seen her now for a minute or two. And another fear I've got is she's got the leash on her. Is she going to get caught in something and be stuck out there? And then I'm going to have to try to get myself through 3 feet of snow in some places. Insley, come! Come on! I had hoped that after last episode, something might have triggered in her that she said, oh, that's not a good thing for me to be doing, Dad. And having to hold her collar as I walked her back to the house, I thought maybe that would have left an impression on her. No, I don't see her. She's playing me for a fool. If dogs knew how to do that, then maybe they do. Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh. She had no intention of coming back. She was just close because her nose brought her closer. What am I going to do when it gets dark? And the most disappointing thing about all of this is I thought we had come so far in her learning to come. And she would come when I whistled, when she'd come when I'd... Insley, come! She would. That was no challenge, that was no test. She was right here. She looked up at me and I... Come! Come! She looked away, headed back down there. Fuck. It's getting cold. A couple hours ago it was 50 degrees. Before we came out here I looked, it was 40. Well, I don't know what to do. I can see her right there. She's going the other way. It doesn't do any good to call her when I can see her and she's that close. Come on! Insley, come! Come on. Insley, come. No. Insley, come. Come on. The last time we did this is where I was on the driveway to get her to finally come out of the woods. Now she's ignoring that. How can she keep going through that deep, deep snow? This is a most unpleasant experience. And overall, because I'm so helpless. Well, now she's caught sight of a jackrabbit that ran between us. She didn't see it, I saw it, hoping she wouldn't see it. So now she's off chasing it. Christ. Well, it can sure as hell outrun her on this snow. Come on! Insley, come! Insley, come! Oh my God. Totally ignoring me. Come on! She looks at me and then heads the other way. I get no respect. Come on! That's a girl! Come on! Here you go! Come on! There she goes. Back out to the bog. The only way I see this ending is her making the decision to come back to the house. Eventually. She's not going to come back by me coaxing her. We've seen enough proof of that. There she is out between the big wood piles. Yep, well, she's headed back. How can she do this? On and on and on and on. This has been going on for over an hour now. I'm sure she's on the scent of that rabbit, and has been since, what, half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago when she chased it. The prodigy returns. It's been 2 hours. Yeah. Count. Count. And you can stay there for the next 3 days. You think I'm kidding? Think I'm being facetious? I'm releasing some of my anger because I don't know where we're going to go from here. I can't imagine a life with a dog that does that. Oh my God. You can hear the ice crust. That's going to be fun to try to get through with the snowblower. It's got to be a good 1/4 to a 1/2 inch thick ice. have a big warm-up coming beginning Saturday. Gonna get into the 50s and then the mid-50s for the foreseeable future. Very unusual. I gotta say, very welcome. Get some of this snow melted and away from me. I was commiserating day before yesterday on the phone with my daughter Chelsea about Insley getting away from me, and the last time was an hour and a half at least. I couldn't get at her, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to fight this. Electronic collar. She's got one for their pup, golden retriever. Oh yeah, oh my gosh. One I bought 25 years ago for easy was $200. And I was expecting that to be the case here. No, they run $50 to $75 for very capable ones. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited because that gives me hope that I'm going to be able to put a stop to her ignoring me. And I can be out with her, give her the warning tone or vibration, and that will teach her, oh, I better get back to him before the uncomfortable thing. I'm hoping that I only have to shock her once to teach her this is what it's about. If you don't obey the tone and come back to me from wherever you are. Come on. Her newest toy. It's got 3 squeakers in it. I love it. She loves it. Oh my gosh. This snowstorm is scheduled to go through tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock or so. I've been looking at the weather map, and the massive storm has pretty much broken up, dissipated. A little bit here and there to the west of us, but it's not the huge mass of dark blue that it was yesterday. I'm hoping that we are going to get, this is going to be pretty much it. This I can handle with the snowblower, I think. Get out to the power lines and then open up the plow ridge. Hopefully just make a trip out, trip back in, 2 lanes, one for each side of the car, the tires, and let nature take the rest of it out. I've been very apprehensive about what we were going to get out of this, if we were going to get the 19 inches outside limit that they talked about. That was going to be iffy if I was going to be able to blow it out of the driveway with that machine. Even any machine, if we get 19 inches of this wet, heavy. Even a guy with a V-plow on his pickup truck would have a hard time pushing this around. It's a lot easier walking through this now than it was 7 o'clock this morning. Now that it's melty and soft, the ice shelf has diminished or whatever, melted. It's not a factor. Insley, come. Come on. That is a hell of a lot of snow. And this last snowfall that we're walking on is very high water content. I'm excited to see what temperatures in the 50s, high 50s, and then 60s Tuesday and Wednesday of next week are going to do with our snow. And there's quite a bit of concern around the state for they're going to be near 80 in the southern part of Minnesota, and they're alarmed for flooding. It's going to be a rapid release of water. I don't have anything to worry about here. I can't imagine being stranded in here by water across the driveway from the bog. I don't think there's any way that could happen. Yeah, as soon as anybody says, oh, that would never happen, that couldn't happen, it will. Somebody in this household threw up. Somebody in this household had to get up suddenly from the bed and throw up. I'm not saying who. That would be disrespectful. But the sentient being that performed that activity has a rat tail. You know anything about that? No? Oh. I've been noticing that her nipples are beginning to shrink down, and I wondered if that would be a result of her being spayed. My clown. My new electric kettle. Well, it's actually about 3 weeks now. One I had for 6, 8, 10 years quit on me. It paid for itself. So I looked at this, Hamilton Beach, and blue LEDs all around the perimeter. When you put the power on, the blue LEDs come on. It was quite a show. They didn't blink or do anything other than just, it was really beautiful. 1 week, and then they stopped. The way Chinese things are made these days. What do? Pack it up into the box you don't have anymore? Well, maybe I do, but I'm not going to pack it up and take it back to Target. I did think about buying another one and packing this back up into that box, taking my receipt in and saying it doesn't work. I don't need the blue lights. They don't do anything other than do nothing after a week. But even if they worked, you get accustomed to it. You don't even see it anymore after a week or two, so it's the way it is. It's shedding season, and I just petted Suki, Insley. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Otter Pond. And a new black dog.